Today is Thursday, July the 17th, 2025. Welcome to today's news.
In a tense murder trial in Wellington, Julia DeLuney is accused of killing her 79-year-old mother, Helen Gregory. New evidence has emerged that her phone was inactive for 37 minutes on the night of the crime, a period that could hold crucial clues. DeLuney claims her mother fell from the attic, but the defense argues that Gregory may have fallen, while the prosecution believes DeLuney staged the scene. As the trial continues, the jury is carefully reviewing the evidence to uncover the truth behind this tragic case.
Dublins are disappearing at an alarming rate, and the world is running out of time. A leading scientist has warned the United Nations that without urgent action, the planet could lose a fifth of its remaining wetlands by 2050. These vital ecosystems, they are being drained, polluted, and destroyed. New Zealand has already lost 90% of its wetlands, and the global trend is similar. The report outlines ways to protect and restore these areas, from private funding to new conservation strategies. But the message is clear: time is running out, and the cost of inaction will be huge, up to $65 trillion in losses. As countries prepare for a major global meeting on wetlands, the focus is on finding solutions before it's too late.
It was a chilling moment for Billy McLean, a local resident in Waiuku, when he came across a car flipped upside down in a ditch after a deadly crash on Masters Road. This tragic incident, which claimed the lives of 3 people, has sparked a strong call from the community for more speed cameras to prevent future tragedies. The road, known locally as the roller coaster, has long been a concern for its dangerous conditions, with McLean recalling a similar accident that took the life of his best friend just a year ago. The emotional toll of these incidents has left many residents questioning the safety of the road and demanding action from local authorities. As the community mourns, the call for improved road safety measures, particularly the installation of speed cameras, has grown louder. Residents are determined to ensure that no more lives are lost on what they see as a dangerous stretch of road.
4 years ago, a newborn baby was found at a recycling plant in Auckland, sparking a massive investigation to find her mother. The coroner's report shows that police did everything they could to track down the baby's family. But the mother's attracted the attention of the community, who have come together to support the baby. As the search continues, authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward, hoping to finally bring closure to the tragic situation. The baby, named Baby Anahera, has become a symbol of hope and resilience for many.
The article provides a comprehensive overview of the current state of Christchurch's Cathedral Square, focusing on the challenges posed by the disrepair of the Christchurch Cathedral. It highlights the efforts of the Christchurch City Council and the Christchurch Cathedral rescue stakeholders. The article emphasizes the importance of the square to the city's cultural and social identity, and raises questions about its future. It also touches on the broader implications of urban planning and community engagement in the context of heritage preservation.
The search for baby Anahera's mother continues as a coroner's report reveals the extensive efforts made by police to identify her family. Despite significant identified, the baby's parents remain unidentified, so find answers. The community has shown support through various means, including a kahuhuruhuro cloak for Anahera's funeral. Anyone with information is encouraged to contact the police or Crime Stoppers anonymously. It started with a terrifying sight: a teddy bear that looked like it was made of human flesh left outside a petrol station in the Mojave Desert. People were shocked, and police rushed to the scene thinking they had a real horror on their hands. But as it turned out, this was all a cruel trick. The bear was a fake, and the man who staged it was arrested for wasting emergency resources. While the truth was eventually uncovered, the incident left many wondering why someone would go to such lengths to scare people. It's a reminder of how easily fear can be manipulated.
Weta FX, the iconic New Zealand special effects studio, has landed 2 Emmy Award nominations for its stunning work on 2 major TV series. The company is being recognized for its incredible visual effects on House of the Dragon and The Last of Us, both of which have captivated audiences with their high-quality storytelling. This latest nomination adds to Weta FX's impressive list of accolades, including previous Emmys for The Last of Us and Game of Thrones. As the Emmy ceremony approaches, the team is celebrating a moment that highlights their creativity and technical skill on a global stage.
New Zealand's economy is currently facing a mix of challenges and opportunities. On one hand, the domestic economy is struggling with weak business confidence and a slow recovery, while on the other, the highlights the delicate balance the country must maintain as it navigates both internal.
Magda Szubanski, the beloved star of Kath and Kim, is using humor to cope with her cancer treatment. In a recent Instagram post, she joked about being an 11-year-old boy trapped in a 64-year-old lesbian's body and showed off a new Lego Land Rover set. Despite the challenges of chemotherapy, she's staying positive and even planning to build a Lego Queen Elizabeth. Our fans and celebrities alike have rallied around her, praising her spirit and sense of humor. Szubanski, who has had a long and successful career in Australian TV and film, is proving.
In the heart of Gaza City, a single image tells a story of loss and resilience. Palestinians sift through the rubble of a building destroyed by a Israeli. The numbers are devastating: 93 lives lost and 278 injured in just one day. It's a glimpse into the relentless struggle of a people caught in the crossfire. As the world continues to watch, the human cost of war becomes all too real. Every face in the photo, every crack in the building speaks of a deeper, more kind. The headlines are lives, families, and futures that have been forever changed.
The article discusses the tumultuous term of the Gore District Council, highlighting the leadership transition from Tracy Hicks to Ben Bell and the challenges faced by the council. It includes insights from various stakeholders, financial concerns, and the potential for future changes in leadership.
In the heart-wrenching incident in Waiuku, a sudden crash on a local road took the lives of an adult and 2 children, sending shockwaves through the tight-knit community. The accident happened on Tuesday when a vehicle veered off Masters Road and crashed into a creek, a emergency service. Locals are still reeling, with many describing the area as a place where everyone knows each other. The road, known as the Roller Coaster Road, has long been a favorite among residents, though its undulating path and varying speed limits have raised questions. As the investigation continues, the focus remains on supportees.
Ruby Tui, a beloved figure in New Zealand rugby, has been left out of the Black Ferns XV squad for their upcoming tour of South Africa. This absence has sparked a lot of talk, with fans and analysts wondering if she might still make the cut for the World Cup. Tui, a 33-year-old winger, had a strong comeback after being left out of the initial. She impressed in a trial match, scoring 2 tries, and even got a chance to play in the recent win over Australia, where she added a try of her own. The Black Ferns have a strong squad, with players like Hannah King also making the trip. Coach Alan Bunting is still finalizing his World Cup team, and many are watching closely to see if Tui, with her experience. As the tournament approaches, the pressure is on, and every decision matters, whether Tui makes the final squad or not. Her journey shows the resilience and passion that define the sport.
Imagine a moment that feels like a dream come true for conservationists. A little spotted kiwi, a bird so rare it was thought to have vanished from the mainland of New Zealand, has been found again after half a century. This tiny Unirote Adams was spotted in the remote Aberystwyth. The discovery was made by a DOC hunter, who set off a chain of events that brought a team of experts, including a dedicated conservation dog, into the wilderness. To track it down, the journey wasn't easy, with challenges like rough terrain and unpredictable weather, but the team persisted. When they finally found the bird, this rediscovery isn't just a win for the Kiwits, a beacon of hope for conservation efforts across the country. It shows that even the most endangered species can find a way to survive if given the right chance. As the team continues to study the bird and plan its future, the story of the kiwi peaked in the wild.
Imagine this. A baby weighing 10 kilograms at just 4 months old. That's more than double the average for his age, and it's made headlines around the world. The story started with a TikTok video from a young mom named Maki Mushil, who shared her baby Gunner with the world. The clip went viral, racking up nearly 20 million views. People were stunned by how big he was, so big that he now wears toddler clothes. But it wasn't just the size that caught attention. Gunner's rapid growth had his mom worried, but doctors told her he was perfectly healthy. Maki said he always measured ahead of his due date, and even during pregnancy she knew he was going to be different. She even paid for extra ultrasounds, just to get a better idea, but the attention wasn't all positive. Some people online were cruel, making hurtful comments about the baby. Maki was shocked that she just wanted to share her baby's story, not face abuse. Despite the negativity, she stays strong, feeding Gunner when he's hungry. Her story is a powerful reminder of how unique every child is and how social media can bring both joy and challenges.
It's a moment that has sent ripples of joy to the conservation community in New Zealand. After nearly half a century of silence, the little spotted kiwi, one of the country's smallest and most vulnerable, the discovery happened in a remote area of the west coast where a tar hunter spotted the bird, leading to an intense search by a team of not boast. The journey wasn't easy. Europe terrain, predictable weather, and long days of searching made it a challenge, but the reward was worth it. The bird, a female, was found, and feathers confirmed it was a kiwi pukapuku. This is the first time in 50 years that the species has been seen on the mainland. The community and conservation groups are now working together to ensure these birds have a future, and the discovery has reminded everyone of the importance of protecting New Zealand's unique wildlife.
A Sydney woman has been awarded over $100,000 in damages after a violent dog attack left her and her dog injured. The incident occurred on a quiet suburban street in April 2020 when an unrestrained Greyhound Staffordshire Bull Terrier cross attacked her 11-year-old Shih Tzu. The court recognized the emotional and psychological trauma suffered by the woman, awarding her over $100,000 in compensation.
Imagine this. A woman receives a call asking her to repay a loan she didn't know she was involved in. She had no idea she was a guarantor on her husband's business loan, and when the business failed, she was suddenly in the spotlight. This isn't just a one-off story. It's part of a growing trend where more people are coming forward with complaints about financial service. The numbers are rising. And experts say it's not just about more people knowing their rights. It's also about the tough times many are facing financially. The story shows how important it is for lenders to be clear and honest, especially when businesses are under pressure. It also highlights how support systems like Financial Mentor can help people navigate. The people directly involved. It's a wake-up call for the whole financial.
In the waters of Shark Bay, Australia, a group of dolphins has developed a unique way to hunt fish. Using sponges as tools, this behavior passed down through generations is more complex than it looks. The sponges protect their sensitive beaks from sharp rocks, but they also interfere with their echia, making the hunt more challenging. Scientists say this technique requires years of training and is only mastered by a small percentage of the dolphin population. It's a fascinating example of how intelligence and adaptation help animals survive in the wild.
Imagine a small community hit by a series of relentless storms, turning roads into rivers and leaving everything in disarray. That's the reality for the Tasman district, where the local council has spent nearly all of its annual budget in just 2 weeks. The damage has been massive, with over 40 roads closed. The situation is dire, but the community is working tirelessly to get things back on track as they tackle the challenges. The focus is on recovery and preparing for the future. This is more than just a storm. It's a test of resilience and a reminder of the power of nature.
Imagine the surprise of Elmo's 650,000 followers when, instead of his usual friendly messages, they saw anti-Semitic and racist content. That's exactly what happened when the beloved Sesame Street character's X account was hacked. The attack came just in time for a new wave of mental health awareness, but it took a dark turn. The organization quickly apologized, calling the messages abhorrent and not at all in line with their values. This incident has sparked a conversation about online security and the importance of protecting our digital spaces from harmful content. It's a reminder that even the most positive and beloved online presences can be targets.
It was just after 3 p.m. on Tuesday when a small hatchback suddenly appeared out of nowhere, zooming down the road at high speed and nearly colliding with a police vehicle. The driver, a 50-year-old patched member of the barbarian stormtroopers, was later arrested. Police said it was a close call, and they were lucky they weren't hurt. The man, already wanted for an unrelated matter, will face both charges in court. This incident highlights the risks of reckless driving and the importance of police vigilance in keeping the community safe.
Imagine a country still haunted by the echoes of war, where the ground itself can be deadly. In Cambodia, a small but powerful team is on the front lines, giant rats with an incredible sense of smell. These animals, trained by a humanitarian group, are sniffing out landmines that have been buried for decades. Their work is dangerous, but it's also a lifeline for communities that have lived in fear. These rats, once seen as pests, have become heroes. They're not just detecting explosives, they're helping to rebuild lives, one field at a time.
It was a harrowing afternoon in North Canterbury when a 5-year-old child was rushed to the hospital after a terrifying dog attack. The incident happened near the Waiuku River at the end of Darnley Road between 3 and 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Local authorities are now asking anyone who might have seen the attack. The child was taken to Christchurch Hospital in moderate condition, and the dog was described as.
The article discusses the third test between the All Blacks and France in Hamilton, highlighting the performance of key players like Fabian Holland, the impact of coaching strategies, and the implications for the Bledisloe Cup. It emphasizes the importance of adaptability and team cohesion in securing a victory.
A tragic accident on a busy stretch of road in North Otago has left a young woman dead. The crash happened near a popular tourist spot, and the victim, a 20-year-old from Marlborough, was taken to the hospital but didn't survive. Local authorities are still looking into what caused the crash, and the community is coming to shelter. This incident has reminded everyone of the importance of road safety, especially in areas with heavy traffic and visitors. As the investigation continues, the loss of a young life has left a deep impact on the region.
Jasprit Bumrah is the finest fast bowler in both Test and white ball cricket, with a remarkable record of 210 wickets in 46 tests at an average of 19.60. He's the only bowler to reach over 200 wickets at such a low average. His delivery technique and adaptability across different conditions.
Last Tuesday night, a houseboat north of Auckland was caught in a fierce storm, leading to a dramatic rescue operation. The vessel, compromised by water entering one of its pontoons, began to sink, forcing 2 people and a small dog to be evacuated. The Kowal Volunteer Coast Guard sighed. The challenging conditions, the Coast Guard managed to get everyone to safety before the boat settled on the seabed at high tide. This incident posed the risks of living on the water during extreme weather and the vital role of a mermaid surveyor due to climate change. Such rescues are becoming incommon.
Loch Ness Warriors center Rocco Berry has been sidelined for 6 weeks due to a shoulder injury, continuing a long history of setbacks for the young player. His absence adds to the Warriors' injury woes as they prepare for the final matches of the season. Coach Andrew Webster has turned to Kurt Capewell as a replacement, while the team hopes for a return from other key player as a
In a surprising turn, New Zealand's government has decided to scrap open plan classrooms, a move that has divided educators and parents, education minister amateurs, and have proven difficult to manage. Once hailed as a modern alternative to traditional classrooms, open plan learning in modernization. But over time, they've raised concerns about noise, distractions, and the challenge of managing student behavior. A 2017 study by the University of Melbourne found it difficult to justify. The Christchurch reported students being easily distracted by noise and movement, and teachers struggling to manage the environment noise. Critics argue that the Ministry of Education didn't conduct enough research before pushing schools to adopt open-plan classrooms. Now, with the new policy, all future school builds will follow standard designs. The progress reflects a growing recognition of the challenges open-plan classrooms have posed to schools. While welcomed by many educators, the move also raises questions about the future of classroom design and how best to support student learning.
The situation in Ukraine remains tense as of July 16, 2025, with ongoing battles reported in key areas such as Pokrovsk in the Donetsk region and the Kharkiv region. Ukrainian forces continue to hold their ground despite Signifrovsk, Ukhod, and Tiyan. The humanitarian situation is worsening with millions displaced and in need of assistance. International support remains crucial for Ukraine's defense and recovery efforts.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has announced a series of new economic policies aimed at revitalizing Malaysia's economy. The policies include inclusive talatisan. These measures are expected to create thousands of new jobs and stimulate economic activity across various sectors. The new economic policies are part of a broader strategy to transform Malaysia into a high-income nation by 2030.
A tragic car crash in Waiuku has left a community in mourning. Frances Latuvelia, her daughter Watu, and niece Marley were killed in a devastating accident under wild weather conditions. The crash site has become a place of remembrance, with floral tributes and heartfelt tributes from friends and colleagues.
A major class action lawsuit against two of New Zealand's largest banks, ASB and ANZ, is offering to settle for over $300 million. The case stems from allegations that both banks overcharged customers between 2015 and 2019 by failing to make proper disclosure. The settlement offer was revealed during a hearing by the Finance and Expenditure Select Committee, which is considering changes to credit laws. Consumer groups have raised concerns that these changes could undermine theirs in a separate settlement, with the Commerce Commission. This proposed $300 million will determine the final terms. The case stakes the need for stronger consumer protections and financial transparency in the banking sector. As the situation develops, it will be crucial for regulators and the public to ensure that such misconduct does not happen again.